Welcome to New Mexico Black Rifle Operators Union. I'm your host, Sean. I would love to say this is going to be a totally gun-related podcast tonight, or for this morning. You ever have a hard line in the sand and you have to put it down and someone crosses it? What do you do then? I find myself there right now. Now, we talk about the political space, and I've had a lot of heartburn about where I work currently. But I think I'm ending that. A project was asked for today that I don't think I can comply with or will comply with. So it means that I'm going to be probably podcasting a little more for a little while and trying to look for or building out another business of my own. So I'll be drawing from my retirement to do this. You know, it's kind of sucky because I had such a great time this weekend shooting and just doing what I do, just to be pulled in by my now new boss. And you know, he accepted my explanation for why I didn't want to do this. But I was told in so many words that eventually this is going to happen, whether I wanted to do it or not. I'm okay with that. My politics don't align with education. I've been in the educational field for 12 years at this current place. I've worked at a higher educational place for 7 years. I'm kind of done. And as much as it sucks that I may have to draw my retirement out and pay down some bills and invest in some businesses or business type stuff for myself, at least it'll put me in a better position. And maybe this is what's going to break loose something and make life better. Life doesn't suck for me right now. I was very content just doing what I do and enjoying what I enjoy, and I'm going to sleep on this to verify my gut feeling, but my gut feeling and initial feelings are, I'm glad I cleaned my office out today. I've got a month to put in, but I think it's time that it's really time. Financially, I wish it was a little better, but given that I'll be drawing from unemployment, but from because I'll be damned if I do that. I'll be drawing from my retirement for a while. I think I can pull this off while I get this other idea off the ground. In the meantime, I will be podcasting more. What I could tell you right now has to do with politics, is that they're really gunning hard, Biden especially, for gun bans. And with what's going on in Oregon, if you didn't hear what's going on in Oregon, I've podcasted and explained what that was in an earlier podcast. But the good news is GOA, Gun Owners of America, has put in an injunction, and they got that injunction honored by the court there, because it is kind of draconian, and it does make way too many hoops to jump through for the Second Amendment. And as I said, free men don't ask for permission. That's what leads me to where I'm at right now in my work life. I think it's better to be out from outside of the thumb of another organization. Not that this organization ever put a real thumb on me, a heavy one. It's just I can't pivot fast enough. I don't want to pivot fast enough anymore, and it's never enough. And I'm kind of tired of that. I'd rather build things with my hands, make products, whatever I decide, and get those out, and build my future that way. For my entire life, I've followed kind of the path. Go to college, get out of high school, go to college. I tried to get married. That didn't work out. Not that I ever got divorced. I got engaged and things just didn't work out before we got married. So that's better. You tell people what you mean. And after losing my father and my mother, and being the last surviving son on my mama's side, the last surviving person in that small family, other than my two brothers, but they moved on a long time ago. What I mean is the last surviving member of that household at its very end. So with that, maybe it's time for a new beginning or a new end. Cortez, when he came to the New World, he burned his ships to encourage success. I intend on giving every bit of notice I can. I don't plan on burning any bridges. I like the organization I'm about to part ways with. Ideally, the podcast would have gotten off the ground a lot more, and I would have had a lot more followers when this happened. But that's not the case. I'll continue to build my podcast while I work on this other endeavor. If the endeavor pans out, you'll know, because I'll tell you. Like, share, subscribe, be great, and most of all, right is right. Do what you need to do. Take care of yourself.